Hello and welcome to my weekly video blog, and today on A Vogel Talks Menopause I'm going to be talking about 3 quick ways to ease your menopause anxiety. If you like my tips and advice, then please subscribe and remember to hit the bell icon so you can be notified of all my new videos. I've been doing these weekly videos for a number of years, and one of the things we have noticed is that anxiety is definitely number 2 in the top 10 list of menopause symptoms. And the majority of women will experience it at some time during their own menopause. The problem with anxiety too is not just the anxiety itself, which can be bad enough, but anxiety can also trigger other symptoms, making everything worse. And we know that a lot of women will experience things like palpitation, nervousness, agitation, even panic attacks, and also anger. So it's not just a case of having one symptom, but sometimes these other symptoms can come and make everything a lot worse. One of the things you can do is to try and pinpoint the triggers, because there can be a number of things on a regular basis that can trigger the anxiety and these other symptoms. And you know, I'm a great one for writing things down. So if you're suffering anxiety, then maybe have a little diary for a couple of weeks to see where the anxiety or these other symptoms are coming in. It can be something really simple. It could be dehydration. It could be days where you're getting that little bit of extra stress. It can also be things like low blood sugar levels, missing meals. It could also be that extra cup of coffee or sugary food. So all of these can affect your nervous system, and that will then lead to anxiety and these other symptoms too. And very often, especially if you get these symptoms at the same time every day, that can very often indicate that there is something else going on that's triggering them. So what else can help you here with the anxiety? Water. Honestly, this is one of the simplest things to do for anxiety, and it can make a huge difference. Dehydration can have a huge detrimental impact on your nervous system, making all of these symptoms worse. So remember, plain water over and above your other drinks, and this is one that can literally work within a couple of days to ease a lot of these symptoms. Number 2 is look at herbs. Herbs can be great. A lot of them are very gentle, but can work extremely well for the symptoms of anxiety. You could look at our Passiflora complex tablets. These contain herbs including passiflora, valerian, and lemon balm, and these herbs are all known to help with anxiety. The tablets also contain magnesium, which is great for all sorts of menopause symptoms, and zinc, which is known to help with cognitive function. If you're really busy, if you're on the go, and if you just sometimes think, I need something on the spot, then we also have the Passiflora complex in a handy spray that you can keep in your bag along with you every day. You can look at other herbs too. We have our licensed Avena Calm. We also have the herb Passiflora on its own, and you can look at things like a single magnesium supplement or even a vitamin B complex. Number 3 is the deep breathing. Again, so many women come back and tell me that even after practicing the deep breathing for a few days, their anxiety has lessened. So this is one that's going to take just a few minutes of your time on a daily basis. You can look at the 4x4. There are a number of breathing exercises that can work really well. If you're not sure, then go onto YouTube and you'll find plenty. But a really good one is the 4x4. Really simple. Just breathe in slowly for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. hold your breath for a count of 4, and so on. And you only need to do that for a few rounds. Practice that 2 or 3 times a day until you can jump into it really quickly. And the minute you find that you're being overwhelmed with anxiety, or you can feel the palpitations or the nervousness coming on, you go straight into the deep breathing, and this can work extremely well. So I hope you found these tips really helpful. They're quick, easy, handy ones for everybody who's really got a busy lifestyle at the moment. If any of you have got other tips that have helped you with your anxiety or stress, then please share them, because we would love to know. And until then, I'll see you next week for another edition of A. Vogel Talks Menopause.